All right, we should be live now. Awesome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm ready to get into it. Now it's the main card. Voice of Reason said, I meant let's go like I'm hype, not like I'm cracking the whip. Don't worry. No, I thought that's what you meant. Don't worry, bro. I appreciate it. Dude, this card has been so good for me so far. I'm perfect on this card. I believe I don't know how many fights there were, but I think there was like 7 on the prelims in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 7 fights. I'm 7 for 7-0. So we're doing very, very well. I'm really happy. I'm hoping it continues going into the main card because I didn't have too many bets on the prelims. Besides, like a big bet on Timmy Kwamba, Billy Alakana, and the Syokunko fight was in the parlay. So, very happy with how everything's gone so far. I've already got half of my bets returned, so it's great right now. If Isaac Dulgarian wins, that'll be good. That'll be big for me as well. Hope you're doing well, man, by the way. So, all right. Fight's going to be starting soon. Voice of Reason says, yeah, yes, man, I'm glad to hear the bets are good. Yeah, thank you, man. It's been going good. I was surprised Dante Johnson gets the first submission of his entire career. Gets a KO first round every time, and then he ends up submitting Cedricus Dumas in the second round. I was very surprised about that. I did watch the replay on a few fights. I thought the Norma Dumont fight was very fucking close. I'll say that. So I need to go double check that fight. Voice of Reason, yeah, he said, I've been rage baiting people all week about this Tom Aspinall stuff. The entertainment is endless, dude. Yeah. Oh, mate, if you don't know me, mate, I've been falling right into it. So if you were around me, you would have been rage baiting me as well. Like, the amount of people that I've been hearing, like, all this stuff about Tom quitting and, like, how could he do this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, mate, I've been falling right into that. It's crazy. I can't help it. I'm just like, I'm so pissed off whenever people mention it. So, Voice of Reason says, yeah, I thought the Norma Dumont decision was questionable as well. Yeah, man, like, you got to be honest sometimes, you know? Like, you got to be honest. I think they really wanted her to take it. She's usually the one that does more damage, but she did secure 2 takedowns, first round, second round. Okay, the fight's starting soon, I believe, but I'm talking about Ketler Vieira. She secured those takedowns, but I'll need to rewatch it. The UFC wanted her to win more than Ketlin anyway. Oh, how you going, Triple T? Hope you're doing well, dude. Everything's been doing really well. Like if I could show you, oh, I wanted to show you the last slide real quick because the Billy Alakana Syokunko parlay hit as well, which was fantastic. All right, fight's starting in a second. Oh, it's Taylor Kim. How you going, dude? I hope you're doing well as well. All right, fight's starting, guys. I'm gonna start the clock. But yeah, Voice of Reason says judges were looking at the dump truck the whole time, not the fight. Man, I can't let my girlfriend catch me saying that. Oh, he's already caught Nascimento like right off the rip with the right hand. But I hope you boys are doing well. Triple T said, I thought Vieira should have won, but she didn't do any damage, and I'm okay if holding someone down doesn't give you a win. Yeah, I can agree with that. I was just saying that to Voice of Reason here, because she secured the takedowns. Like, I remember watching, and she secured it at the end of the first, at the end of the second for about a minute and a half, I think. But Norma's usually the one that's doing more damage on the feet, so... Triple T says the Johnson bet missed, but it was a small bet. Yeah, it's true. It's fine. Dude, I'm just happy the bigger bets have cashed. I had the big bet, 2 units on Timmy Kwamba, and he clutched out a win, which I'm very happy about. I'm really happy putting that bet on him. I was quite confident in that pick, but the fight was competitive. At least the first couple rounds. But then he was starting to get more tired. Geez, Nascimento's getting caught by Cody Durden on the feed here. And boys, if you didn't notice, can you see something? Look at this, all right? You see this? Look at that. Now there's no sticky tape, like duct tape sort of stuff on my headphones anymore. It's brand new headphones, dude. I got them for with the money I had for my birthday not long ago now. So I'm very like ecstatic. I've had those like sticky taped headphones for a while now, good while. Man, Cody Durden's like doing quite well on the feed here. He's keeping up a high pace, but I did say in my video that he's taken this fight on short notice, so I'm worried about his gas tank. And then Voice for Reason, Triple T. Yeah, thanks, boys. I appreciate it. He's really backing up Nascimento here. And yeah, and since I haven't talked about anything, it was I was watching the Billy Alicana finish. Man, there was a few back of the head shots in there before he got the choke in the end, but it is what it is, man. These oh man, he's really cracking him. Nice low kick for Nascimento, but Cody Durden's really pushing him back right now. This is just how Cody fights like every single fight, but can he do this for 3 rounds? Oh, massive right hand for Cody. Nice body shot for Cody as well, man. He's really putting the pressure on Nascimento here. Man, this is crazy. Like, I'm just trying to pay attention to this fight now, but Cody Durden's really putting more power shots on Nascimento here. Nice body shot. I really like that right hand to the body. That's probably the most effective shot here right now. One minute 14. We're perfectly synced. Nice right hand. That's the best shot for Nascimento so far now. Plus, that low kick is really good for him. Oh, he tries to shoot a takedown on Cody Durden and lands a knee instead. 55 seconds left. These boys are keeping up a high pace, man, right now. Not much grappling in here, though. Man. Cody's just backing him up the entire time. He's got his back against the cage right now, Nascimento. He can't be here the whole time. Like, you're in a position where you're going to get some big shot landed on you right here, but... Oh, nice right hand for Cody. He's just swinging. If Cody was a bit cleaner, he might be able to do more damage, honestly, on Nascimento, but he's a bit sloppy. Oh, Nascimento seemed to crack Cody right there. Last 10 seconds. Cody goes for a takedown. He doesn't get it. Nice. Honestly, very good. Very intense first round. Alright, so we're going to restart that. There we go. That's a very, very intense first round. So, I'll show you guys real quick. I've like highlighted some of the bets and stuff. I know you guys can't see them all, but because of my face. But these two didn't cash. But you got to think the biggest bets here, the 1 unit bet with Skyokunko and Billy Alicana plus the Timmy Kawamba bet, those both cash. So we're still waiting on all these bets. Imagine if I put more bets on the prelims or put like a prelim parlay. Should have done that. I regret that now. But let's do it. Voice of Reason says Cody Durden, man. He was born and bred in the Apex Bangers, yeah. I feel bad for him, honestly, like, because he's just been getting a little brutalized, but he's not looked... I can't say he's not looked the worst, but he's not looked absolutely horrendous every time. Like, had a very scrappy first round with Joshua Van at the start. Took him down as well. And he usually looks decent, especially because of this pace, but I don't know if he'd be able to keep it up right now. Okay, fight's on here, but minus that. Perfect. All right. Voice of Reason says, I agree with what you said about the scoring, Triple T. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, about Vieira, yeah. Because Voice of Reason saying, yeah, like, I hope they score consistently for damage and not pick and choose, yeah. And Triple T says Durden round 1. I think Durden round 1 for sure. Just landed way bigger shots here. Nascimento's trying to pressure his back. Nice. Pressure him back, I meant to say. Nice knee for Nascimento there. Those low kicks for Nascimento are doing work right now. Cody's landing with the hands, though. Oh, man. Oh, Nascimento also looks sloppy. Like, both of them look a bit sloppy with the hands. Cody's got the advantage here in the boxing, but Nascimento's looking good with the kicks. These are some of my favorite shorts, like the bluish purple shorts. Like the ones that Van wears as well. I really like it. Big right hand for Cody Durden, but Nascimento just eats it. Nice teep for Nascimento here. Cody's really putting the pace on Nascimento here. Seemed like a nice left hook for Nascimento, but a body shot for Cody Durden. This is competitive here more in the second round. I still think Cody's leading a little bit with the boxing. Nice right hand for Nascimento. Another right hand lands. Same thing for Cody Durden here. This is crazy. It's very competitive. Oh, he drops Cody Durden. I missed it as soon as I look over. Oh, my God. Oh, he's locking in a dash choke on Cody Durden. I think he's got it. Oh, no. I think he's got it. Cody's trying to survive here, but I think he's going to... Yeah, he's tightening it up. This is not good. This is a submission. Oh, he's surviving, though. Is he going to say... He's going to tap. He's going to tap. He got it. I said round 2. I think I'm pretty sure I said round 2 submission. I said after competitive first round, but Durden looked a lot better than I thought he would look. I had Nascimento by submission. I'm glad this bet cashed under 2.5 rounds. Jeez. Very impressive. Like the one time that it went to the ground for Nascimento, he got it. Taylor Kim says, nice. I appreciate it, man. That's great. It was a good scrap while it lasted as well. It was the elbow that rocked him. I didn't even get to see that. In real time, it was too quick for me there. Oh, it seemed like it was over like right then and there as soon as he got the DAS in, but is that a DAS or like a ninja choke or something? I'm pretty sure it's like a DAS or anaconda, right? Oh my god. Nice job, man. Voice of Reason says, wow, great fight. Nascimento's got a chin and he cuts a lot of weight as well, I believe. Yeah. Like, you look at him and he's big for the weight class, but it's not like he's completely skinny. He's quite muscular. You know what I mean? There's a few guys that are just skinny for the weight class. Sheesh. That's 8 in a row. Let's do it. So we go here. I'll add it to this right now. So I did have Nascimento here. So guys, it's just so that you guys can see in real time. I wish I put more on it. But there we go. All right, next one will be Charles Radke as well, but it's just crazy. Crazy good performance there. All right. Around there. Yep. Everything's ready. Appreciate you guys joining me once again for a main card. I've been wanting to do some prelim streams as well, but I don't know. I've just been talking to my girlfriend. She's just like, you know, keep it to the mains, I think, for now. But I could do it. It does get taxing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's like usually 6 hours. Very impressive stuff from Nascimento here. Man, I'm so happy. It went pretty much exactly how I said it in my prediction video. I said he's going to catch him with something on the feet or potentially catch like a kick and get him down and then sub him pretty much straight away off of whatever happens. And as soon as he caught him on the feet, he subbed him off it like straight away. Wants to fight Steve Erceg. Not bad. I like that. And Voice of Reason says Steve Erceg, he called out that would be a good fight. I agree. I would like to see that, honestly. And straight after a finish as well, flyweight. Give it to him right now. That's good. Impressed. Man, I was honestly like, I'm not gonna lie, I was debating making a full-on video on the Garn and Tom Aspinall situation and everything like that. Just because I don't know how many of you guys like have seen like some of the earlier videos I did, but like, man, I was so tilted about eye pokes and stuff in general and just fouls. So I like straight after that card, I was like, oh my god, like when people were saying stuff like when I saw that video of Anthony Smith and Chael Sonnen like talk about like, oh, you should continue fighting after getting eye poked as well, or Anthony Smith's like, oh, you got to keep going after the eye poke because I did it once in like in this specific fight or something like that. I'm like, oh my god, can these guys like not? It's already tilted me thinking about it right now. Especially Anthony Smith. I don't know why he would say stuff like that, like having to continue the fight. Like, I've seen Anthony Smith give up many times before without the eye pokes. All right. This will be good. I do like Steve. I hope he wins this fight, man. Dude, David's wearing like the full shirt, the blazer and stuff. Oh my god. Man, if I was main eventing, I'd wear something big as well. Man, this would prove if it's mostly favorites on this card so far, because this is the first underdog I've actually picked that's on the card, besides Ante Dalia, but he switched now. Dude, keep calling him Chuck Buffalo. I do like that nickname, though. Chuck Buffalo, bro. Oh, man. This feels like such a TikTok song coming out to, man. Like, oh, God. Taylor Kim says, "Hey Larry, are you gonna drop your picks not too late next week, dude? I'm hoping so. Honestly, like, um, I always ideally plan for them to come out Monday or Tuesday for me, which for you guys that would be Sunday or Monday if you're in America. So I hope so. Like it should be able to come out by Tuesday. So I'm hoping that I can do that. But you know what? You know what? I'll stick to my word that's gonna come out at that time. I've just been so like I think I told a few people in the chat that I'd started new work and everything like that. So just the change of everything, and like there was other things that were happening at the time as well, and it gets hectic, and then I leave stuff late, you know. Shawnee says hi everyone. How are you going, Shawnee? I hope you're doing well, man. And I'm happy everyone says hello to each other. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm going to try to put out these videos earlier, because I really want to start dropping more videos in general, like just about other things. Not in terms of other things besides like MMA, but I like making stuff on random topics, you know. It's enjoyable for me. Like I enjoyed the videos I made on like what fight I believe to be the greatest of all time, or like fighters in each weight class for a specific topic, like who has the most punching power, who might be the best grappler, you know. I like those sort of topics as well. Man, he's so much taller than Radke. Alright, fight starting soon, boys. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Shawnee. Hope you're doing well. Taylor Kim, Voice of Reason, Triple T. Hope you guys are doing well right now. And yeah, Voice of Reason says, just chilling, man. Last fight was fun. That's good. We're perfect on this card so far. I think we're 8-0 right now on picks, so this would be the first underdog pick right now with Daniel Frunza. And the voiceover says, I think this will be fun as well. If this does end early by KO, regardless if Daniel Frunza wins or not, it's still good for us, because we do have the bet with Triple T. So Shawnee says, UFC 322 in 2 weeks. Man, I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited. It's not even funny. I've been so keen, like I'll start it right now because the fight's starting, but I'll explain it right after. And then Taylor Kim says under 2.5. Yeah, I agree. I don't think this probably goes past 1.5, I'll be honest, or 2 rounds in total. They're just too willing to scrap, unless Radke decides to break out the wrestling. Yeah, Shawnee says, let's go Madalena, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. You'll catch me betting a big bet on Jack before it goes down, because he's already like plus 225. And I feel like that fight right now has got so many people split down the middle. It's such a 50-50, and he's plus 225. You know what I mean? So I'll be putting a big bet on him. I put like a bet early on when the odds came out on Jack. But yeah, I'm so keen. 4 minutes and 8 seconds, 7 seconds were perfectly synced. And then Voice of Reason says, I'm excited as well for the Marab, Jan Van, Pantoja card. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. I really feel like picking... Oh, if Radke catches him with a nice right hand. I really feel like picking Van to beat Pantoja, which is going to be crazy. I think the odds are going to be close on that too. I knew Radke was going to shoot the takedown. This is not good. No! This was the only thing I was worried about with this fight. Is if Radke decides to use his wrestling edge. He's sort of half on the back. He has got one hook in from the side. And Shorty says, 322 card is a must-watch top to bottom. Yeah, dude. Oh, no. He's sort of getting Frunza, like, flattened out on the side here. Man, if I was Frunza, I'd be trying to, like, get my other leg engaged as much as I could to see if I could squeeze the other leg out, but he is getting ground and pounded here. Big shots for Radke. Nice elbow as well. Back and leg control, says Shawnee, yeah. You can really see he's just hooking that one leg. So we need to get it free, but he's doing really well on the control here. 220, half the round's gone here. Oh, man, Frunza. Voice of Reason says he's holding his wrist under him. I can see, yeah. He does. He's got that grip. They're like saying, like, what? Dagestani hand grip. Handcuff. Sorry. Yeah, Shawnee says once that left hand is free, he might be able to get it. Yeah, I'm assuming he might be able to get out, but he's getting the back here. Body lock. Ah, sheesh. Oh, no, he's going to get the rear naked. Oh, my God, Frunza, no, dude. Why would you do that, Frunza, man? Nah, it's over, boys. Jeez, Frunza's fucking fighting, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy. That he got out of that at that deep. Whoa. Holy shit. That he got out of that when it was that deep. Shawnee said, what the fuck? And then Triple T said, that was great survival. Dude, it was insanely deep. I would say 99% of the time the fight's over. Like, I don't think I've seen many times where someone survives something like that. And then Shawnee said, chin down, a rare work there, mate. Yeah, I know. Oh, dude, you got to stop giving up that neck right there. Frunza, no. Oh, man, he's taking big shots from Radke. Seven seconds left here. Jeez. My God. Voice of Reason says Radke might have made the right call. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, I said it in my video. I was saying the one thing that I was worried with Radke is that I know he's got the wrestling advantage and the grappling advantage, and I was wondering if he was going to use it or not. Because if this fight is a scrap, it's a 50-50 down the pipe in my mind. Slightly leaning towards Frunza. And the value on him as an underdog is really good, but with him using the wrestling advantage, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Frunza. And then, yeah, made the right call. Hopefully his arms aren't too gassed. I know you're on Frunza, but in terms of IQ, yeah. No, dude, I respect it. If someone's fighting the way they, like, how do you say? It's like, even if it's against me or my call and stuff, like, if they're fighting the smart way, like high fight IQ as well, it's like, it's something that I can respect. And in the end, I respect the winner or loser regardless who my pick is anyway. They're both tough. All right, second round's going to start. All right, started. But Frunza's durable, man. I still think this doesn't go past the second round, but we'll have to see. If he secures another takedown, it might. Radke looks like, I don't know what it is with the hands, but he looks like he's not wanting to trade too much. It could be just that he wants to shoot for another takedown. Oh, what a body shot from Franza there. He managed to stuff the takedown for now. Nice shots from Franza in the clinch, but he needs to break away here. Radke's going to try to drag him down. Nice stuffing of this takedown right here. He's just remaining balanced, but Radke's making his way around the back a little bit. Oh, man, Radke's still got this body lock, but Franza's going to keep needing to fight. Oh, the trip was so good, man. The trip was so good. Man, Franza, just push off. I would need Franza to really push off here, but... Oh, big elbow from Radke, I think. Man. Two and a half minutes right now. Doing good. It's very smart from Charles Radke here. From Mr. Chuck Buffalo, but... I would like to see Franza kick away if he could. I don't know why Franza's staying sort of in this position when he has his legs there. Like, I would either try to kick up or try to throw something up if I could, but Radke's landing some big shots on top here. Oh, man. Massive elbow for Radke again. Big elbow. He's peppering him with shots right here. He's going to need to go for broke in this third round if it gets there. Jeez, Radke's landing some massive shots on Franza on the bottom. Shawnee says, elbows over punches in the open top guard, more chances of producing blood from the... Yeah, dude. I agree 100%. Plus, I feel like they get through more often, you know what I mean? Like, fighters know how to hold a glove or, like, hold a wrist. And then you can sort of, like, elbow over the top as they're holding. 6 seconds left. Yeah, Triple T says, I guess we're going to have to sweat out this under 2.5, and I agree. I think at this point, it's more likely that it's going to go past because of how much Radke's wrestling. But Franz is going to really need to go for broke here. Like, he's going to have to swing. Voice Reason says, I got to disagree with you, though, bro. I got Pantoja, and then I got Islam as well. If the odds are close, like you think, I might even make one of my ultra rare bets on Pantoja, but I'll think he'll be a large favorite. I think he'll still be a favorite. I just think he'll be closer. But dude, I don't how do you say, like, I don't fault anyone for picking Islam or Pantoja, of course. It's more just like me. I love Jack, and I put a massive bet on Jack to beat Bilal. I remember the first time, and he was a big underdog there. But for some reason, I just feel like he's gonna be too big, too powerful in the striking. And then I think one of them's going to get a finish. I don't see it really going the full distance in my mind. I feel like one of them's going to get a finish. Either Jack with the feet, with the hands, I mean, on the feet. Sorry guys, the fight's starting. All right, perfect timing. And then it's the third round. All right, Franza, we're going to need to scrap here, buddy. Franza's backing up Radke right here. But, Charles secured the takedown. It was so easy as well. And Daniel has not shown any propensity to get back up, so I feel like this is gone. Almost. Shawnee says, I agree with you. There's no wind-up, especially have a good length from the shoulder to elbow when throwing elbows in the ground and pound. Yeah, dude. I love when they do that, especially when you're the one trying to elbow and then you're trying to hold their hands and stuff and you throw the elbow. John Jones is very, very good at that. I'll give him that. That he's really, really good at doing that. Like finding the shots for the elbows to go through. It works especially if you got really long arms. Oh, man. Big elbow from Radke. Nice shots here. Oh, big elbow from Radke. We're 2 minutes 54. We've got 20 seconds left if someone gets a finish here, but... Dude, Franza hasn't even tried to get up, man. Like, even if I wasn't picking Franza, I'd be pretty disappointed. Even if I... How do you say it? Like, if I was picking Charles, I'd still be pretty disappointed in how Franza's accepting the bottom position. But Charles is doing really good with his control, though, so... Man, unfortunately that bet is gone, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. Nice control from Radke here. He's still on that one leg. He's getting the full back control here. He's got it again. Body triangle. We've been seeing a few late submissions on this card, so there is a chance here. One minute left. This is good control from Charles. This is probably the smartest he could have fought this fight. He's going to get the rear naked here. Man, that is deep, man. He tapped. He got it. It might not have hit the under 2.5, but it was inside the distance. It's crazy. And then Shawnee says, yeah, he's got the body lock. Man, he just had the body lock a couple of times in this fight. Very good control from Charles Radke. I'll give him that. It was very impressive. Fought a very smart fight. Took the wrestling approach, like I said he might as well, but it's just good decision making. Man, it's so frustrating though for me with Franzas because I thought there might have been some urgency to get back to the feet. Good stuff from Charles. All favorites then. All favorites have been winning. That was the first underdog I picked, so. All right. We're going to need to outline that here real quick. So, we lost this one, so we're going to go Daniel Franza red, and then we're going to go this as well. It's unfortunate, but is what it is. This one's going to be an important one here, I'm not going to lie. Voice of Reason says, so Franz is 0-2 in the UFC now. He's got one more shot, yeah. Oh, we're going to need to see how he goes here. Oh, and Shawnee says, I love guys that go for the body lock immediately. Creates options for them, yeah. Sometimes, like, you can get that body lock and then end up on like, how do you say, like, in full mount as well. And depends on how good your control is. But there's really like no downside to it. You're not going to get reversed that much unless the guy's really good, or unless you like don't have the body lock in as tight as what you think. But Voice of Reason says, I wonder who he'll get next. Yeah. So what's his 2 fights been? It's been Reese McKee and now Charles Radke. We'll have to see. Shawnee says, oh, you have a great live, my friend. I appreciate it. I really enjoy watching fights with you. I appreciate it, dude. What do you think of the UFC does with Topuria if Jack wins and if Islam wins? Oh, man. Oh, I've been wanting, like, it's so sad because I've been wanting to see the Islam fight with Topuria, but I think if that happens, we're probably not going to see it. Like, I don't think Topuria is going to do what he says, which is going to go up to 170. But I think they're probably eyeing... I remember they're probably saying it was between Paddy Pimblett or Gaethje for Topuria. And then after that, I don't know like what they're going to do with him. I think they're going to give him those 2 fights. I think if he doesn't go up to fight Islam, or if Islam doesn't go back down to try to challenge him, then they'll probably give him either Paddy first, then Gaethje, or like Gaethje, then Paddy. I don't think like they really don't seem to want to give anything to Arman right now. I'll be honest. Even though that's the fight I'd probably want to see the most, I still think Topuria wins both of those matchups plus the Arman one. I think he could like submit or knock out Gaethje. In my mind, I think the Paddy Pimblett fight, I think he would knock him out for sure. Just because of how hittable he is in the boxing. And then the Arman fight's interesting because I would need to see how he deals with someone who's bigger than him physique-wise with some really good grappling, which we haven't seen yet. And Voice of Reason says, say it again, Chuck Buffalo, man. I didn't even see the interview this time around. I'm watching the interview as well. Oh, sorry, I'm going to keep reading. Isn't it poetic that both Hamdi and Barnett both got cut? Did they both get cut? Are you serious? I didn't know that. I thought Barnett would get cut for sure. I didn't know that Hamdi would get cut. Oh my god. And Volta Walker was calling out Hamdi Abdelwahab as well. Which he should never do. He's way above Hamdi anyway. But I didn't know they both got cut. I don't know, deserved. I'll be honest. Like, if I say anything, it's pretty deserved. Like, Hamdi shouldn't have won. Hamdi shouldn't have beat. Who was it? Jamal Pogues or something. He shouldn't have. There was a fight that he shouldn't have won. He got gifted a decision that he shouldn't have won. Then he loses to Muhammad Usman, which is like terrible in the first place. So, Shawnee says Barnett has been cut 3 times now. I'm not gonna lie. I think he seems like a funny dude, and he's, of course, he's entertaining to a degree. But man, like, the dude is not. He's not UFC level, man. I think if Jack wins, this is Shawnee talking. I think if Jack wins, Topuria wants that Jack fight because if it causes false hope. Is that right? Because if Topuria wants the Jack fight, it causes false hope. Yeah. Oh, dude, I swear to God, like if there was somehow a timeline which could be in our future, if like Topuria moves up and then fights Jack and then beats him or something, I'd be so fucking sad. It wouldn't even be funny, like, because I don't know if you guys know this, right? But I love Topuria in terms of his exciting nature, and he seems like a cool dude, like very, like everything seems charismatic and everything. But man, I fucking hate him. So like, I really do. Like, I can't get myself to be a big fan of him overall, even though I'm a fan of his fight style and I won't miss his fights. It's just, man, it's like when he did that to Volk and then did that to Max, and Max is like my favorite fighter of all time as well. And then he moves up and he does that to Charles. I was so angry. I didn't stream for that because I was watching it live. This was before I did live streams. And oh, man, you should have seen me that day when he knocked out Charles and he gave him the ground and pound strikes. Oh, man, I was so fucking angry. It wasn't even funny. Okay, let me keep reading these. Shawnee says, not hating on Barnett. He seems like a good guy. Yeah, dude. Like, this is me just talking about how I believe his ability is inside the cage, which, I can be honest and say that I don't think he's UFC level, but he seems like a nice guy. I won't hate on the guy in terms of that. And then Voice of Reason says, bro, why are they advertising a pizza parlor on the UFC? Pizza box with Juliana Shevchenko's face on it? What the hell? I didn't even see that. And then Voice of Reason says, did you guys get that ad too? I'm on ESPN Plus. No, I didn't see that. Voice of Reason says, how much do you think that ad cost? And then Shawnee says, I only support local pizza places when ordering pizza. Oh, Valentina, sorry, yeah. I've never seen that. I remember seeing the ads. What was that ad that got done with? It was with Bisping, and then Forrest Griffin was there, and they were all like in like this area where either they were doing yoga or something. I can't remember what it was, but they were doing like this ad where they were trying to like calm themselves down. Does anyone remember that? Oh, and then Voice of Reason, I'm looking at these messages if I missed them. Said that Hamdi gonna go fight Gable Stevenson in DBX. Yeah, dude. Gable Stevenson, fought the local uncle at the TAB in DBX, man. And then slept him. It was pretty like we were talking about it in DBX live chat, and we decided Hamdi sleeps game. Hamdi sleeps game. Oh man, I would hope so, because these guys, man. I think I was hearing some bad stuff about Gable Stevenson, honestly, about him, like as a person. So I'd be rooting against him, man. Dude. Oh man. I remember I saw, I think dude, it's so disappointing to see fucking what's his name? To see Brian Battle there just knocking out absolute bums. I'm gonna be as nice as I can when I say this. Like, I expected Brian Battle to get 2 first-round KOs in his last 2 fights there, and he did. And it's so disappointing to see him there because it's like the dude just could not make weight in the UFC. It's like, you're obviously, for someone who can like take Randy Brown to a split decision, I don't think he should have won it, but for someone who can do that, you're obviously talented. But man, it's just disappointing. His post-fight speech was good though. I like that. He's got such a deeper sounding voice too. So it makes him sound pretty cool in some of the speeches, but Voice of Reason says Gable said Craig Jones asked him to throw the grappling match at CGI on Helwani's show, and that was a weird moment from him. I don't think Craig would do something like that, would he? I don't think so. I don't know how much I would believe something from him as well. He seems pretty strange. But I appreciate you letting me know that. I'll go check out that interview later today then. Voice of Reason says, yeah, I don't think he'd do that. I think Gable, yeah, dude. I think he's a weirdo, honestly. I was hearing some pretty not good things about him, I'll be honest. Similar stuff in line with John Jones, I guess. Shawnee says he's a good fighter. I think he will be good. He can't make weight. Oh, Shawnee's talking about Brian Battle. And they moved his weight from 170 to 185. He still couldn't make it, dude. I was so fucking angry when he couldn't make it. And then he waited at 190. It's such a disgrace, man. I still remember that so vividly. All right, guys. As you can see, this fight's starting now. I'm not gonna lie. You can see right below me. If Isaac gets that round 1 or round 2 finish, this is really, really good. Ideally, it would be round 2, but round 1, man, it would be so good. I've got half a unit on each, and it pays really good. All right, fight's starting. Voice of Reason says it's a double standard from the UFC because they'll keep fat Stillum and cut Battle. I agree, man. I would have cut Kelvin already. I'll be honest. They must just be paying him so. I don't know. They must be paying him so much. And then they can't get him out of the contract. They want him to fight out of it. Isaac's fainting a lot. He does want to shoot the takedown, but Del Valle's pretty good. Oh, he already got to the legs. Good stuffing of the takedown. Oh, man, he's stuffing the takedown. This is really good. This is the first person that hasn't been completely destroyed by the takedown from Isaac here. Oh, man, he's trying to pass over Isaac here. If I was Del Valle, I wouldn't want to engage in the grappling too much with Isaac, even if I'm getting close to back control here. Just for the chance of getting reversed. Oh, he's got the body triangle here on Isaac. This is something that I did not expect. He's already getting underneath the neck almost. Isaac's doing a good job turning, but he's taking shots from Yadir here. Big shots as well. He's flattened out. This is not good. I did not expect this to happen at all, the slightest. This is crazy, man. This would be a big underdog upset first round finish as well if he gets it. I think he's under the neck of Isaac here. This is actually insane. I don't think he's going to survive this rear naked, man. Oh my god, it's so close. Oh, he's hiding the hand. He's got it. Oh my god, man. There's no way he doesn't get the tap here. Is this Come on, he's hiding the hand. For Christ's sake, he's hiding the hand again. First round finish. Holy crap, man. Dude, man. Oh. Obviously, it destroys all these bets. I'm so sad with the confident picks bet, but I said it. I said it in my video, man. I'm so sad. Like, I did say Yardia was really good. I said I've been watching him since, like, the Michael Aswell fight as well. But, dude, I did not expect him to do so well against Isaac in that first round. He's the only person to have beaten Isaac first round so far. And Shawnee says inside body triangle and then the left leg control under the left back of the knee. Control to everything. He's doing everything wrong and still surviving. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Voice of Reason says, man, great performance from Del Val, but Delgarian had no quit, yeah. He did not want to give up. Holy crap, what an upset there. I wonder what the first round... I wonder what the odds were for first round Del Val finish. Voice of Reason says he must be heavy AF. Isaac couldn't get up to his knees once, and he was on the back. He flattened him out straight away. With it, as strong as Isaac is as well. That's crazy. Dude. That's crazy to me. That's crazy right now. Obviously, I'm sad for all these bets and stuff. Because, look, this is basically 3 bets that got trashed. It was more the confident picks list bet that I'm a little bit more sad on. Because that one was, you know, a full unit that was almost ready to be cash. But it is what it is sometimes. Can't win them all. But man, that was crazy. I'm probably gonna watch like a replay of that round real quick. But man, Shawnee was like 100% correct about him surviving and doing like the opposite of what you should do. He kept like trying to punch with the back control as well and not try to escape. And he had the arm underneath, but he wasn't trying to like fully get the arm off him or get the chin fully under. He just kept leaving the arm there the entire time whilst defending the other hand. Man. But yeah, Shawnee was pretty correct here, guys. Triple T says Del Val round 1 was like plus 500 to plus 850 depending on the book. Yeah, dude. It was a very, very unexpected to me. Should have just bet on round 1 or round 2 outright, but that was such a big upset. Shawnee says, what great IQ after he flatlined. Oh, he flattened him out, yeah, throwing punches and then realizing that he might be too high and focusing more on position, yeah. Dude, I'm rewatching it now, yeah. I appreciate those those moments, because I was talking about poor IQ the other day in grappling, like especially when dudes are like jump on the back too early and then they end up like falling off position and then end up on bottom. I really hate that because that shouldn't really happen unless maybe you're super super sweaty or something like that, but especially not in like the first round, and I've seen that a lot in the heavier weight classes. But you shouldn't really be falling off the back many times. Like if you should always like try to go for your position before doing anything, like jumping into a submission or anything like that. But I really hate that. That's just something I hate the most, is like when they're falling off the back control and then they end up on bottom position. It's just sad. All right. Lock there. Yep. Reset. But dude, very massive win from Udia though. This tattoo he's got on his arm is pretty cool though. Crazy. It's like I'm just pretty in shock that Isaac had no success whatsoever. He got his first takedown stuffed, got taken down himself, got completely controlled, straight into the body lock, and then straight into submission attempts from Udia there. Very, very impressive. Most title wins. She might hit it. I'm still saying though that I'm watching them give the highlight of Valentina because I know the next card is Zhang Wei Li as well. Is that right? Zhang Wei Li's on that card, right? And I'm hyped for that. I like Wei Li a lot, but I do think Valentina wins the fight. Like, I remember doing some more research for it, just for that video that I did a while ago on the early predictions for the card, and it just feels like the striking is going to be quite a big advantage for her. Because, like, Wei Li's been having to grapple a lot of these girls. And I think Valentina's quite good. Voice of Reason says, I've got Val as well. She's too patient for Wei Li. And yeah, Val, it's like quite even in odds. I think I got a bet on Valentina when she was an underdog as well. She's quite good. But I do like Wei Li, and I root for her. Dude, Sean Brady versus Michael Morales as well. Dude, Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates as well. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. Why is Bo Nickel above Leon Edwards and Carlos Prates? I have no idea. Why, man? They do this. Why? Why must they do this, man? How is Bo Nickel above a former champion of the division, right? And Carlos Prates, who are completely ranked. When we got Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira, where they're both not ranked. How does that, guys? How does that make sense? All right. How do they put Bo Nickel above all these people every time? Can someone explain that to me? Shawnee says that position is a wrestling or jiu-jitsu position where you want to keep your body close to his in that position. In MMA, you want to posture up and rain down punches, but that was good fight IQ. I agree, dude. I'm going to sit back down in my chair. I'm just tilted. Every time I see Bo Nickel in the main card, like, above other people, just makes no sense to me. I have no idea. Like, especially above Leon Edwards and Carlos Prates, it just makes no sense. But Shawnee said Bo Nichols should be a prelim man. Yeah, dude. He should not be. He should not be on a main card. I'll say that. And I appreciate your. By the way, Shawnee, I was gonna say I appreciate your explanations more on like the grappling side, jiu-jitsu side. Just because I'm more of like a boxer myself. Like I haven't done too much jiu-jitsu, so it's like it's good to hear more explanations on it, because I understand quite a bit. I've been watching MMA for a long time, but it's good to hear more, like, how do you say, like the thought process, like a more thought out explanation on it. I think it's Ilhan Hadzibegovic. Is that right? Yeah, hopefully I didn't mess that up. Said what Antidelia did. He hasn't fought yet, man. He hasn't fought. If that's what you're asking for, he hasn't fought yet. I hope he wins, though. And Shawnee says, Benil versus Benoit Saint Denis is the main event on the prelim. Oh, my God. Why, dude? Like, Benil was close to a title shot. And then you got Benoit Saint Denis who's coming off a win against the fighting nerd. I always forget like his name compared to everyone else's name. Mauricio Rufy, right? I would love that to be. I would pay for that easily on the main card. I don't know why Bo Nickel's on the main card with Rodolfo Vieira of all people as well. Ilhan says, what time's he coming? It should be right after this fight. So I would say, if you do want to see my reaction on it, it'll probably be in another like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That would be my best like time guessing when the fight starts, man. Half an hour, probably the most, yeah. And then Triple T says, I'm considering retiring from main event bets, dude. Me too for a while, especially after Rana Dorita lost to Brendan Allen, dude. That was such a big loss on that bet. I still almost broke even on that event. If Rana Dorita just won, I would have won massive as well. And then Shawnee says, no problem, man. You have great MMA knowledge, my friend. I appreciate it. I just like any insight I can get on it. I watch so much. Like, this is okay. Just to tell you guys like how much MMA stuff I watch. My girlfriend, she gets so mad at me sometimes because not only do I watch the card, right, and then I watch obviously I watch any interviews or stuff like that. She's like, oh, why are you watching this guy's explanation on what happened on this card? Or like, why are you watching the card again? Or why are you watching this fight again? Or something like that afterwards. And I'm just like, can't a man just live his life and watch some fights and stuff? You know what I'm saying? Dude, that's basically my life. I'm just constantly watching just because I really do enjoy it. But she's brought it up so many times. Like, especially I'll just be watching other content creators talk about it, and I just want to see their points and what they're saying as well. Their own breakdowns on the event. Because I want to see if it aligns with what I'm thinking too. Triple T says she needs to relax. You tell her, man. You tell her. She just doesn't understand, alright? So it's MMA, But I'm happy. She understands enough for me to stream on the weekends, dude. So I'm happy. Make these videos as well. Jeremiah Wells is almost 40. I'm pretty sure he turned like 39 recently as well. I remember this is like some stupid information. I always remember like fighters' dates and birthdays, especially after the card or like doing the research. I'm pretty sure his birthday was like maybe at most a month ago. It would have been like a few weeks ago. At most. Maybe it could have been like even like a week, 2 weeks. Triple T says, how's the Discord coming along, dude? I'm like making these like, how do you say, like the different like chats and areas. I'm just trying to figure out how to get like, it's hard to explain, but it's like how to get these prompt things to show up. And I'm working it out with my friend right now, but it should be done soon, which I'm hoping for. Maybe by the time, not maybe not by the next card, but the card after should be done. I think I'm just a stickler. I'm just trying to figure out if everything's ready. But I could even like just open it up and then just like allow people in and try to figure it out after. But it could be something, you know. I'm hoping for it to be done soon because I would like everyone to just come join in and then like put their bets in there if they want to, or just like just to talk, or maybe even like put my schedule for the streams and stuff like that in there too. Shawnee says, my girlfriend's the same. She'll be on TikTok watching 30 replays of the show she just watched. Even made me watch it at full length all week. I'm like, didn't you just watch this episode, lol? Dude, it's how it is, man. When you find that thing that you like, it's like you're just constantly watching it. And that's with me with the UFC, dude. Alright, fight starting soon, boys. And then Voice of Reason says Sean Brady was talking about Jeremiah Wells on his podcast. They trained together or something. Oh, Average, how you going, dude? Long time no see. Average says, hope you're doing well, dude. I'm just streaming this main card. We're on to the feature fight of the card with Jeremiah Wells and Themba Gorimbo here. But this main card has not gone well for me so far. Besides the Alan Nascimento win, I was 8-0 going into that, and now I'm 8-2 straight away. Jeez, Jeremiah's moving a lot right now. Jeez, Themba straight away with the takedown on Jeremiah Wells. I did say in my video, I was like, both of them can shoot takedowns. Both of them can go for the grappling. Jeez, nice scramble for Jeremiah Wells. Back to his feet here. Nice trip from Themba Gorimbo, but Jeremiah Wells is just scrambling, man. Oh, did I not start? Oh, I started it. Did I not start it? Triple T says, oh, what time is it here? Is that what you're asking? The time is, it's 11:30 in the morning for me right now. Shawnee says fence grab. Yeah, he was grabbing the fence, man. Good stuff from Themba here. Yeah, it's 11:30 a.m. for me, guys. Like, obviously, if you can't tell from my accent, I am from Australia, and I live in Victoria, Melbourne. So it's like it's 11:30 right now. And I'm assuming for you guys, it's like, it's got to be late at night, right? Oh, massive trip from Themba Garimbo here. We're halfway through this round. Wait, did I pause the clock after that? No! I might be actually crazy. We're halfway through already. All right, we're synced again, I think. And then Shawnee says, what a scramble. Yeah, Jeremiah's doing very well scrambling, but Themba's looking like the better wrestler here so far. Voice of Reason says, on East Coast, it's 8:30 p.m., a little earlier for Triple T, I think. Ah, yeah. Man, big shots from Themba, but most of them are landing sort of to the shoulder here. Man, this is such a high-paced grappling like exchange. If this goes past the first round, I'm worried to see like the pace of both boys here, but Themba's really putting it on him here. I can't tell. Is Jeremiah Wells' shorts like completely ripped or something? Because he's like, the underside of the shorts is just getting shown so much. She's great control from Themba Garimbo here. Jeremiah's getting back to his feet again, but right now he's on two knees. Triple T says, I've got Garimbo Deliha at plus 200. Not bad, man. I still think Garimbo is way more technical here. He's got a good chance of winning it. He's looking good as well in this first round. Shawnee says it's 8:30 at night for him, and we have a time change where we roll back the clocks at 2 a.m. to 1 a.m. Ah, I see. So you're gonna get an hour back. Might be an American thing. And no, it happens here in Australia as well. It's a daylight savings, so ours goes like I can't remember now. It what happened on like my car still reads like 1 hour behind. Like it reads like 10:30. Even though it's 11:30. Oh, Jeremiah's on top now already. You got to give that round to Themba, even though Jeremiah like reverse got on top there. And Shawnee says yes, it is tonight. It might be. I'll check it when it usually happens for us, but it's already happened. I think it's nearing the end. I forget what I said. It ends for us, it says, on the 5th of April, 2026, because it started on the 5th of October. And then Shawnee says, sleep well, my friend. Enjoy that extra 1 hour bonus sleep. Yeah, dude. And then Voice of Reason says, because you guys are a day ahead, like living in the future. Yeah, man. I used to think that was so weird. Whoa, I need to start this. Give me a second, guys. Second round starting already. They're starting off pretty explosive here. Themba's trying to push him back. Look like almost a headbutt there. Yeah, when I was younger, it was hard for me to wrap my head around like the different time zones and stuff, but nice kick from Themba, straight to the body as well. Yeah, Shawnee says this is a great fight. I'm happy. Like even obviously like I'm not happy with the bet so far, but this main card has been quite good. Like Cody Durden and Alan Nascimento were going at it quite solidly, and then Charles Radke was doing a smart decision making in his fight, then ended up getting the submission late. You've got Isaac Dogarian getting big upset, getting upset from Yadir Del Val in the first round as well, and then now Garimbo looks like he's trying to land some big right hands on Jeremiah Wells here. Nice jab from Jeremiah Wells. Oh, Themba shoots for a takedown. I don't know if he's going to get it because Jeremiah's got his hands locked. He's sprawling really well. He's trying to choke him. What is this hold that Jeremiah's going for here? He's trying to go for like this. He's not going to get it. I was wondering why he's trying to hold this position. The ground transitions have been funny in this fight. Super active, yeah. Jeremiah really was trying to go for that choke on Themba Garimbo. He's gotten out. See, why couldn't Daniel Frunza have been this active? Like as Jeremiah Wells. He's trying to go for a ninja choke here. Jeremiah still got... Oh, man. It's crazy. Themba's really tough. These submission attempts have been really close for Jeremiah Wells. Nice shots from Themba Garimbo here. Voice of Reason says knees right there would have done so much. I know, like when he had him in that position. I think he just wasn't focused on that. He was just trying to get the submission, but it would have been good for him to land some damage there. Nice takedown from Jeremiah Wells, man. This is not good for Themba Garimbo to be on bottom position here. Nice shot from Jeremiah on top. Man. Voice of Reason says Wells needs to do damage, though. He can't just lay there if they really are changing their judging. Yeah, I agree. He's trying to go for another sub, though. This looks tighter, but... This is tough for Themba here. Themba's turning in, though. He's got 50 seconds. He's in full mount over Themba Garimbo. Hey, Shawnee, I'm sorry. I keep seeing like message retracted. I don't know if your message is getting deleted or anything like that. I apologize for that. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, is he going to get the arm triangle? No, Themba's got his arm inside. 20 seconds left. This is a big round for Jeremiah Wells here. But he's got 18 seconds to survive for Themba Garimbo. He's trying to move to an armbar or triangle. He fell off. Now Themba's on top. 10 seconds left to work for Themba Garimbo. He's got to do some damage here. Big shot, Themba. You can't control him. Man. When you got 10, 15 seconds left, I feel like you just got to go all out and just pump, damage. Triple T says score right now. I think it's 1-1. I think Themba first round, Jeremiah second round. I'll do that for you, Triple T, man. I'll put this there and there. So we'll say it's 1-1. Yeah, and Voice of Reason says probably 1-1 as well. Shawnee says, this is what I was thinking. He really doesn't have the length to stretch him out from top control, even from half guard. Yeah. Jeremiah is just so stocky. You know what I mean? He's so stocky. Like, I can understand him getting the takedown and sort of bulldozing his way in like the way he does, but it would be way easier to lock in more control if you have the body type of Themba Gorimbo here. All right, fight starting, third round. She's checked kicks here. Competitive fight so far, though. Oh, nice takedown attempt from Jeremiah Wells. It does get stuffed by Themba Gorimbo here. Jeremiah usually slows down pretty drastically, though, in the third round. They're scrapping, though. He lands big shots on Themba Gorimbo here. Dude, Aljamain Sterling says, oh no, has he got this guillotine in? It looks pretty tight, man. Oh, he let go of it, though. What is this grip that Jeremiah does instead of, like, moving anymore? Dude, that was crazy. Sorry, guys, we're not talking, but now Gorimbo's in top control here. If Themba can maintain some top control, Jeremiah Wells is doing well, though, to move. I think he's trying to get another ninja choke. Shawnee says, on half guard is one of my favorite positions, but this is where wingspan does matter. Yeah, your shoulders or all arms. Nice kick from Themba to the body. Jeremiah's trying to shoot on Themba. Themba's going to need to stuff this takedown. Oh, Jeremiah's sort of dragged him into full mount here. Themba's trying to come out from underneath. This is a really bad position for Themba Gorimbo here. Wells has not looked this good for a while. He's got arm triangle again on Themba Gorimbo. Dude, Themba's just gone for the submission here, but... I mean, Jeremiah's gone for the submission here, but... he's falling off the side. Themba's going to have to reverse position if he wants to do anything in this fight here. He could stand up if he wanted to. He's just like... dude, how do you get dragged back like that? How is he getting dragged? I've never seen that before. Double drag. It's always doing a flip like that. That's crazy. What was he holding there? He's got to be holding something that I didn't see. Oh, he's going to try to get the armbar, no? Nah. Oh, nice elbow from Temba from bottom. It's the most damaging strike of the round so far. $20 left. Nice shots from Wells. He's landing some big shots on Temba the last 10 seconds. I think excuse me. I think he did enough. I'm going to give him this. That was crazy. Honestly, that was crazy. This would be 2 underdogs in a row. 2 decent underdogs as well. I think pretty clear 2-1 Wells, second and third round. This is not doing good for my bets, I'll tell you that now, but it seems the way it's going right here. Shawnee says, I have no idea what I watched the last 2 minutes. I don't know what was happening with that control. I don't know what Jeremiah had on Temba Garimbo to make him, to drag him back into the flip and then drag him back again into another flip. Like, I have no idea what happened. I feel like Themba should have been able to stand up at some point. It's 29-28 clear. Yeah, it's probably Jeremiah Wells. Yeah. Nice job. He deserved it. He worked harder in the second and third rounds there. Dude, he's jacked. Like, he's fully jacked, can I just say? Shawnee says your explanation is better than mine. Appreciate it, man. At least the right person won. Yeah. He wants Michael Chiesa. Yeah, Voice of Reason says, but see, this is what I mean. I feel like Garimbo outstruck Wells round 2. I can sort of agree with there wasn't much damage done in round 2. But the second part of the criteria is effective. It's like if you're constantly going for those submission attempts, like you're closer to ending the fight overall, then I can understand it leaning more towards Wells with the scorecards. Like if he was just controlling and there was actual no how do you say progression to end the fight in the slightest, then it's like I'd probably even give the round to Themba Garimbo, but because of the amount of submission attempts he was trying to go for, I think in that round and overall, it sort of makes you favor him, you know, even with a little bit damage, you know. So it's like how much is doing enough to get the round, and I don't have any problem with Wells winning, but you got to be consistent. Other judging we're seeing, yeah, I understand. Man, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing Jack Della Maddalena highlights. I love it. It's awesome. Let's go UFC 322 ad, yeah. Says Shorty. Man, they always show that Islam KO. Crazy, man. Don't show me Volk getting KO'd, man. Don't show me that. Fucking hate when they show me that shit, man. That didn't happen. That's AI as far as we know, guys. Ah. Shawnee says, brother, look at that card. What a great card, dude. Oh my god, it's so good. Even Sir Sakaev is like the prelim opener as well. Malcolm Wellmaker is so good as a prospect too. I'm keen to see him. I feel like Cody Haddon's probably just going to get sacrificed at this point. Even Aaron Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez seems cool. I like that. And Roman Kopylov versus Gregory Rodriguez. See, now they're showing Bo Nickel and Rodolfo Vieira as the featured prelim bout. So why was he on the main then? See, they just switched it. Wait, didn't we just see that? I swear to God, we just saw Bo Nickel on the main card, but now Beneil Dariush and Benoit Saint Denis is the main card opener. I swear to God, we were just talking about that before, right? That Bo Nickel was on the main card. Now this in this ad, it's completely switched over. He's the prelim opener now. Oh, not the prelim opener. He's the prelim main. Voice Reason says, man, who's Volk fighting? That's what I want to know. Oh, dude, I hope he... I think probably Lerone Murphy next, hopefully. BSD and Beneil makes sense for a main card, dude. That is such a sleeper fight, says Voice of Reason. Oh, dude, sleeper banger. I want it over Bo Nickel. Like, there's no way I want Bo Nickel on the main over that fight, so... Pat Sabatini versus Chepe Mariscal. Chepe Mariscal is crazy good. I can't wait for that too. Ilhan says, let's go D'Elia. Dude, let's go D'Elia, man. I need him to win, so... He seems like a cool guy as well, so... Ilhan says, did you bet, bro? I did indeed. So these two bets on screen are the bets that I have for this card. Obviously, this Nascimento, Frunza, Bulgarian one, Garimbo, you can see that one is gone, right? You pretty much can like put a line through that one, which I'll do right now for you. Go like bang. This one's gone, right? But I've got Ante D'Elia to win, so I hope he does win. I've got a unit on him to win. Pays out decent money. Ilhan says, I bet 4K on D'Elia. I hope you... Oh, dude, I wish you the best of luck, man. I hope he wins here. And Voice of Reason says, oh, what odds did you lock in? Yeah, what odds did you lock in, man? If you could give us the odds on that, would be cool. I ended up getting like... 1.72, which in American odds, I'll get that for you guys right now. In American odds, 1.7. I mean, it might have been 1.73 or 1.72. That's like about minus 137, minus 139, something around there. So that was what the odds I got it on. And Shawnee says, Bo's still in the main, second fight on ESPN and UFC website. Leon vs. Carlos Prates, love this fight, is opening on the main. I feel like it shouldn't be on the main, the Bo Nickel fight. But I saw it just there that they put BSD as the main card opener, but I would much prefer that. 100%. Guys, let's hope Ante D'Elia wins for Ilhan here. He got minus 150. That's still not terrible odds. That's still not terrible. I hope he wins for you, man. Man, it sucks though that those odds flip like that much. Because he opened as an underdog initially, I'm pretty sure. That was when I picked him to win as well. But people know he's really skilled. Ooh. Dude, I hope Dalia gets a finish here, honestly. Over Waldo. Man, he's so much lighter though. But he seems in good shape, you know what I mean? They really should have a weight in between light heavyweight and heavyweight, man, because that limit from 205 to 265 is just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 65 pounds is a ridiculous amount of weight. Or 60 pounds. I don't know, like, the exact conversion of 60 pounds to kilograms, which is what you use in Australia. You use kilograms all the time, so I assume it's around maybe 23 kilos, something like that. Shawnee says, I can't pick my friend, but love both fighters. Oh, it's awesome that you guys are talking here in the chat as well. I'll probably go with Leon just because of the experience, and Leon is a bad matchup for Pratis. From the outside, I think there's a potential chance he could do the same thing as like an Ian Gary, but I just like, I probably will stick with Prates, honestly. I just love him. He's so dangerous too. All right, this fight's starting soon, guys. Oh, Voice of Reason says it's 27 kgs. Oh, okay. And then Voice of Reason says, I agree with Shawnee, yeah. All right, 453. Dude, Delia's standing like perfectly still. I don't know what's going on here. Does anyone see how like still he was standing at the start? It seemed crazy to me. Waldo's looking to jab. Delia's standing very, very upright right now. But he's hunting him down here. Pretty crazy. Delia's going to be one of the faster people that Waldo has versed here. Nice body shot from Waldo. Nice feint from Delia to get into the clinch. I really do think the clinch is going to be for Delia his best work. If he can get some trips working. Is Waldo shooting a little bit here? He's trying to go for the leg. I'm surprised Waldo's clinching as much as he is right now. Voice Reason says his right hand is constantly chambered like a Mavov, really tricky striking style. If the opponent is experienced, they hold the power hand at the same place, but every punch is a different angle. I agree. He got Tybura with like this fake right hand. He did like a feint right hand into the left like shovel hook. So He's got a very tricky style to handle. Delete at range. Delete at range. I mean, yeah. You know what means Delete in Croatian? Is that what you say? I don't know what it means. Like if it says, is there's a translation of the name. If you're able to tell me, man, please let me know. Oh, they broke away. Delia's on the pressure still. Nice jab from Delia, but Waldo's just backing up against the cage. Nice shot, though. Good takedown attempt. Waldo stuffs it. I feel like it would be a lot easier in the open to get this sort of takedown, but Waldo reverses him. Shawnee says, I need Pratis to fight with a cigarette on the side of his mouth like Benson Henderson fought with a toothpick in his mouth. Yeah, that's fucking crazy to think about. Like, wouldn't you just completely destroy your mouth or something like that? Putting a toothpick in your mouth mid-fight? Alright, nothing's really happened. No one's landed massive shots yet. It's 150, yep, 148, 147. We're perfectly synced. It's just been nice fakes from Monte Delia. He's scrapping. Oh my god. What was that? What a flurry from Monte Delia. He's covering up. What's going on? Waldo must have been hurt. He's covering up fully. He's done. He's done. What just happened? What just happened? Ilhan says means brave warrior. This man's a fucking warrior, dude. He's a warrior. Congratulations, man. Your 4K bet cash, dude. Congratulations. Did he poke him in the eye? Is that what happened? Oh, no! No! Is that what happened? Oh my god, this might be called fucking no contest or something. Whoa. I'm sitting up. Before we say anything too early, he covered up early. I didn't know what happened, but someone said he poked him in the eye. Triple T said he poked him in the eye. So we're going to have to see. I think it was a punch. I didn't see any eye poke there. Oh, it was an eye poke. No! It was an eye poke! No, what's gonna happen now? And then Voice of Reason says, I'm ahead of you. I just saw the replay. The fight's over. It's either a no contest or something happens here. No, man! Especially for bloody Ilhan, dude. He put 4K on this. I want him to get the win here, but I would feel bad for Waldo as well, losing like this. Oh my god. What is going on? I have no idea. They're talking as if they're on a timer, which means that, what, the fight's still on? Recover and continue? What the fuck is going on? There's no way they called the fight off. You have to just do a no contest. You can never say recover and continue. There's no way. What the fuck is going on? What I don't understand. I feel like shit like this has been happening recently a lot in the UFC. Like the stuff with Jake Matthews, right? Where like he arguably got the submission attempt where the fight gets called off. I feel like that sort of shit's been happening a lot, and then this should immediately go to a no contest. If that eye poke, they find the eye poke, the fight is over. They don't continue the fight after a finishing sequence. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't understand. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat at all, but I know I was congratulating Ilhan a little bit early now. They're gonna give him time to recover. What the fuck? What the? I'm ahead of. It was an eye poke measuring distance. Heavyweight division is cursed. I really hate these gloves. They're gonna review it at some point, whether it's now or later, but it will get overturned. They're gonna restart the fight. Ref smoking meths. What's the reason? What the hell is this? Don't. I got some duct tape for this situation, says Triple T. Dude, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sorry if I'm peaking the mic all the time. I'm gonna put this volume lower, but they're going back into it. They're going back in. I have no idea what's going on. Whoa. They're back in. Dude, this always, the guy who ends up celebrating ends up losing because he pumps out like a bunch of adrenaline afterwards. Oh my. He just dropped Aaliyah. It's over. He's dropped him. It's over. He's finished him. Dude, what is going on? He got eye poked again or something. What the fuck is going on? Dude. I'm so sorry, Ilhan, man. I just lost the bet as well, but fucking hell. Dude, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. Massive right hand, gets to the ground. Dude, I have no idea. This is weird. I feel bad for Ilham, man. I hope this is gonna get overturned for sure. What the fuck? I have no. I've never seen that before. Like I need to, dude. This is so weird. Like I can't even explain how weird this is. I've never. This is something I've never seen, dude. If you guys don't know, I do have a Twitter account just for the UFC, so I am gonna type something now, but. Dude, I have no idea. What? Did I feel bad for Ilhan, man? I'm sorry, dude. Voice of Reason says, yeah, I don't understand. The ref made the wrong call. And they brought in Mark Ratton to justify it. I don't get it. More controversies for heavyweight, dude. Listen, I'll say this. Fair enough, he poked him in the eye, right? And then, like, they call it out and they say, okay, it was an eye poke during the finishing sequence, but the fight is over. They called the fight off. They didn't call a timeout, right? I'm pretty certain. They called a finishing sequence. The fight was over. Maybe I'm wrong. Dude, maybe I'm wrong. I'm watching the replay now, and technically they're talking about Mark Smith, right? So when the fight is called off officially, they wave their hands like in an X motion, and he never actually technically waved his hands. He yelled stop as if the fight was over, but to officially mark the fight as off, you wave your hands. So he came in thinking something was wrong, potentially. So I don't know. It just seems so strange. Um, dude, still, oh, fuck, I feel bad for you, man. Still, I'm sorry, dude. I lost me bet too, but I'll put that there. And then Voice of Reason says that should have been a no contest, even if Waldo could continue. It was a finishing sequence, and Waldo also took a lot of damage. Imagine if he was hurt bad and they let him back in after 2 as well. Yeah, it's bad. I just think every day of the week, it's got to be like, okay, the fight's over, no contest. You know, it was accidental eye poke. That's it. You know what I mean? And then it's sad, but that's what happens. But I don't know how they continue something like that. No, dude. Shawnee says everyone needs to wear the Fighting Nerds glasses from now on. Dude, it's so funny that you say that because like my dad, he like doesn't he likes watching UFC from time to time, but he was actually like, how are they gonna stop him? Can't they wear like goggles or something like that? Because I was talking about the Tom Aspinall thing. I was like, no, they can't do that. Dude. I'm looking online and everyone is saying the same thing about like this eye poke situation. Dude. Voice of Reason says, I don't know, but they need some new refs if it's like multiple times a card every card now. It's been pretty ridiculous. There's no way you can continue a fight like that. And it's so funny, right before the finish, I said usually the guy that ends up like letting the adrenaline go ends up losing the fight. Going for the finish, man. Oh my god. Dana White, you're given two eyes for a reason, man. Dude, I watched this shit like afterwards. Like Dana was saying stuff with the Tom Aspinall thing, and they're like, "Oh, Dana, what do you think about the eye poke situation?" Like, and like Cyril Gahn eye poking, Tom Aspinall. And he was like, who gives a fuck or something like that. I remember him saying something like that. I'm getting fucking rage baited every single day of the week, I reckon, with this shit that's online. Voice of Reason says, I've got some new material to rage bait with. With Aspinall's teammate is a cheater, he should be DQ'd. And then Waldo got eye poked and knocked out Tom's teammate, but Tom quit. I'm gonna get them good, dude. Dude, if I saw that online, that'd get me, man. So that's perfect. That it can be tested right here. Dude, I can't believe the shit that I'm seeing recently. I honestly can't believe it. Oh, dude, I've no. I'll have to go. I'm gonna need to watch a few of these fights again, and I need to see like some officiating and stuff like that. But that's a pretty bad one, man. Voice of Reason says, I do think there's a change in the fighters and what fans appreciate as well. Like nowadays, fans appreciate the fighter making the intelligent decision to try and win. Yeah, I know. And then Shawnee says Dana was sidestepping regarding Tom questions. Only Tom knows. You mean where both of his eyes were poked? Yeah, I heard some. He's still having some issues there. Hopefully not. But I hate these people. It's like, oh, only he knows if he could continue. But it's like you could obviously see he got eye poked in both eyes. And like, dude, I remember watching it live, and I was like, oh, it's a bit. It looked a bit like a scrape. But the fact that like it went with the fingers, it went across the eye. Then the other finger went deeper in the eye as like there was scraping in. It was real. It was really one of the worst pokes I've seen. Besides the ones that go fucking straight in the eye, like Daniel Cormier received from Stipe. Um, Voice of Reason says, but back in the day, I think they would appreciate the toughness of pushing through a foul, even if you lost. Yeah, I can understand what you mean, dude. But that's how it was back then. It's like it wasn't, in that old style of the UFC, it wasn't even mostly about like, oh, it was obviously if you're winning, you can be more skilled in areas and stuff like that. But there was some real fucking scraps with like low technique in there. You know what I mean? And people respected that. Like the amount of times that Chuck Liddell got knocked out in a scrap. You know what I mean? And people can respect that, but it's not good for your health, you know? Dude, I was 7-0. I went perfect on the prelims. One with Alan Nascimento, and now I've lost 4 fights in a row. Frunza, Delgarian, Garimbo, and Dalia. Lost all 4. Which is crazy. Uh, Shawnee says, I know in the point in my life would I question Tom will not want to continue. Sorry, let me read this. It says, in I no point in my life at no point in my life would I question Tom's will to not want to continue if he could, yeah. If I'm reading that correctly, sorry about that. If I'm reading that correctly, yeah. I wouldn't I wouldn't question it. Not someone like that, like who fought back from such a pretty bad knee injury as well. I was seeing, dude, I'm getting rage bait all the time. Like, I was seeing so much stuff about people saying like, dude, there was this guy, right? Okay, there was this guy on Twitter. I don't use Twitter or X or whatever it's called very often. I only use it to post my own things, right? But let me say number one before I'm getting into a tangent, right? Number one, X is a terrible place. Like, if going in there, the amount of terrible stuff I've seen on there is unlike anything I've experienced before. I made this thing as a way to like, oh, so I can see what people say about the UFC. The videos and posts I get recommended that like go viral or whatever is actual terrible stuff, like that a human should not watch, right? Number two is that, oh, now I forgot my point. But I got X as a way to post stuff for the UFC. If anyone remembers what I'm rambling on about, please let me know. I've completely forgot now. But it's just like there's this guy on I remember now. There's this guy on X that I saw that his like profile's name was something like being honest, like honest MMA, or I can't remember exactly what his name was. And then he was like saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, Tom quit in the fight with Curtis because he knew he was losing, so he took like a knee injury for it." So people will rage bet you about anything right now. That's alright. I'm just angry about a lot of things anyway. Voice for instance, I'm not going to argue, but man, even if that's true, he's the champ. He's got to understand the optics of not trying to take the 5 minutes to recover. Yeah. Like when I was a goalkeeper for soccer, my coach told me you have to dive for every shot, even if you aren't going to make it, just in case you can, so people don't think you're giving up the chance. Yeah, I understand that. It was like is like, how do you say? There was like a similar saying. I used to play tennis growing up, right? And I stopped playing just as I turned like 18, 19. And a very common thing that was said is that you got to run for every ball, no matter what, even though you think it might go out. You got to run just for that chance that it could possibly go in. You know what I mean? So it's like, I understand. Shawnee says, I rewatched that fight. I don't get people saying Garn was dominating, but by dominating, do you mean he was putting up a fight? As far as I'm concerned, it was pretty even. Dude, I agree with you. Honestly, like, I rewatched it. I think Garn landed more shots. I think he probably won the round. But I don't think it was like a dominating round. Like, the way people were talking about it was like Garn like absolutely destroyed him, and that like Tom Aspinall had no chance on the feet. But Tom landed some big shots. If anything, he probably landed the biggest shots on the feet. Plus, like, some really, really nice kicks he landed in that fight. Nice high kick, some low kicks in there. So, look, Triple T says, "Lol, don't take the bait." This is their fit. They're putting out the fishing line, right? And then I'm just the fucking fish that jumps on the fucking hook every time because I just can't help myself, man. I can't do it. All right. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The bets have been absolutely cooked right now so far. I was doing good, like the entire card. It was going really well. And then I was like, all right, I just need my last few bets to cash. And then Bulgarian losing. Garcia needs to win now. Ante Dalia losing. Garimba losing. Bulgarian. Frunza. It's all terrible now. Voice of Reason says the best thing is how it sets up the rematch, though. I think everyone can agree on that. Yeah. I think it's like, it sets up the rematch, of course, but at the same time, imagine you're gone, right? And you are someone who fouls a lot. Like, let's say you foul a lot in the UFC and you're getting pressured by a guy who's very dangerous, and you know, like, okay, your eye pokes are gonna like deter him a little bit if you outstretch your fingers, right? Let's say you outstretch your fingers, you eye poke him in the title fight, And because they don't really call fouls or disqualify for eye pokes, I don't think they've ever disqualified for an eye poke outright, right? Then it's like, okay, at worst, it's like a no contest almost. And then what happens? You get an immediate title shot for doing something that would have given you an advantage in the fight if the fight had continued. You know what I mean? So it's like, even though it sets up the rematch, it's sort of like is always in the person who's fouling's favor with the eye pokes. You know what I mean? Because then they're always going to get that, if it's a title shot. Do you know what I mean? Something like that, where that a lot of people wanted to see. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but that's something I've been thinking about. I think Garn probably had a better chance in the first fight than he will in the rematch. I think Tom's just gonna fucking bulldoze him in the rematch and try to like take him down immediately, off rip, like run, you know, do the rugby tackle takedown. Let me read the rest of these. Sorry. I think people were comparing how Garn and Jones fight went. So anything besides that, he's losing. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, and Tom could KO him in the second, and it would never be enough. Yeah, because they're just saying like he bulldozed him straight away, took him down. There was no damage and stuff like that, and Tom's nose was bleeding. So it wouldn't be enough for him just to win. He would need to win like super decisively inside the first round. Voice of Reason says Tom's going to be more prepared. I agree. Triple T says, "Oh, what are you doing for the rest of your Sunday?" I'll be hanging out with my girlfriend, I think, for this Sunday. Probably take her out for lunch, something like that. Would be nice because it's around 12:30, so we'll go out, we'll do something, and then after that I can start working on the predictions video and catching up with some emails and stuff like that as well. Oh, Shawnee says, for me, my Sunday is almost over. It's 9:30 at night, but I do get an extra hour of sleep, which is good. Oh, sorry, Saturday, yeah. No, I know. Saturday for you guys. Shawnee says, I can't wait for this fight. I'm just reading back the messages as well for the main event. Yeah, I can't wait for this fight right now. It's crazy to me. Everyone's just going to go to sleep pretty much after this and stuff, but I've still got like my lunch to do. I haven't eaten breakfast, nothing. I don't usually eat in the morning and stuff like that, but I'll put this down. I usually like wait to have a bigger lunch or dinner. Let's go. All right, fight's starting in a second, guys. Shawnee says this card will be talked about for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, dude. People are gonna fucking talk this card up right now. All right, start. We got to talk about these refs. I can see Voice of Reason, yeah, talking about that. I wonder who's doing the post-fight interview, says Shorty. Nice shots, dude. They're scrapping already, man. Big shot from Garcia. This is crazy. Good pace. I'll put the camera down a little bit more. There we go. Massive right hand for Garcia, man. It gets through the guard. Hunter and Dana drawing straws right now. Nice body shot for Garcia, man. He looks so good, man. Oh, nice left hand over the top for Garcia, man. Garcia's just out-volleying him massively in this round. Nice body shot from Garcia. Man, he must hit hard. Shawnee says Garcia looks big. I was just thinking that he looks big, honestly. He's just pressuring Onama back right now. Big shots as well. Onama's not throwing anything right now. He's probably waiting to counter with a big shot, but... Nice shots from Garcia. He landed a big shot. He's rocked Onama. He's dropped him. He's hurt Onama really, really bad right now. Dude, he's teeing off on Onama right here. Dude, I fucking said in my video that Onama gets hit way too much, man. The uppercuts, a bunch of uppercuts through the guard. Dude, Onama's done. It almost looks like he's completely finished. Garcia doesn't let dudes off the hook when they're like this, man. The fight's done. First round KO for Steve Garcia. First round. He's the real deal, guys. He's the real deal. What a fucking beast. It wasn't even close. Onama didn't do anything. He looks good. I'll put this up. Kalong Sikri, hope you're doing well, man. He's insane, man. He's insane. And Voice of Reason says he loves golf as well. He's a chill guy. Holy fuck. He landed a big shot. I'm watching it now. Dropped him. He does not let people off the hook at all. Dude, I said in my prediction video, I said that Onama gets hit more than people think. And I said that Steve Garcia is also very good defensively, more than what people think. And I know he's gotten rocked and, finished before. But I said that, like, he would probably find some good shots on Onama because Onama sort of covers up. But holy shit, what a first round finish in the main. And then Kalong says, I'm good, I hope you are too. And then Garcia's the real deal, I agree. And then Shawnee says, like, Onama probably can drop a lot of weight to make 145, but Garcia can gain so much weight within 24 hours. He even has body fat as well, yeah. He looks big. He looks big. Dude. And I said, in my video, because if you guys watched the Nate Landwehr fight with David Onama, I said if he hurts Onama, he's not letting him off the hook at all in the slightest. Like, Nate Landwehr was like, all right, let me stand him back up or let me play around with him a little bit and do this or do that. But Steve did not let him off the hook. He found uppercuts through the guard immediately and then was just trying to finish him. And Shawnee says, if I didn't say it already, he said he looks like he's making welterweight. He's very big. Voice of Reason says, I'm out of here. I'm going to hop on the BKFC. Take care. I hope you do well, man, BKFC, if you got anything on that. So appreciate you stopping by, dude. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Yeah, there's not much I'm going to talk about. I will say I added an extra unit on Steve Garcia before as well. When I was starting to lose in the main card. So I'll add that to the guide, but I'm pretty sure we're still going to lose this week slightly. But, it is what it is. I'm happy with entertaining fights. The only thing I'm upset about is what happened with Deontay D'Elia and Waldo Cortez Acosta. So I'm going to need to rewatch a few things. I'm going to be complaining. I'm going to be looking on X and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you for joining me for the stream. I'm going to go take my girlfriend out for some lunch and stuff like that now. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys stopping by and supporting the channel just by keeping me company in a stream and interacting, you know what I'm saying? So I will read out the last few messages. Taylor Kim says, good night. I appreciate you, Taylor Kim. Thank you. And I know a lot of people hate weight gaining, but I think it's a positive. We shouldn't penalize guys' genetics that can do it unless they have a track record. I also agree. In the end, it's more just a risk for them with the weight cutting, because the negative side effects is only for them. Like if they're weight cutting a huge amount of weight, they're gonna feel those repercussions potentially with a lack of like either durability or potentially feeling really faint or drained when they get in there, but they can usually recuperate a lot of weight. Triple T says, thanks and later. Yep. See you, dude. Hope you're having a good one. And then always enjoy watching with you. And thank you, Shawnee. I appreciate you saying that, dude. So take care. Have a good rest of your day, guys. I'll see you guys soon. I'll make the predictions video out soon this week.